Is this the Teahouse podcast?
And welcome back to the biggest podcast in the Southern Hemisphere. Fucked it up again, but keeping it in there. I'm here with my bro, Jenks.
Going on.
The gun fucking musician himself. He's from the LRC boys, who are actually playing a show in a couple of days. Oh, tomorrow.
Tomorrow, yeah. So I'm playing at the Secret Garden on Mackay, so that should be pretty good. It's got, we got 3550 and locals and...
Yeah, fuck yeah. You know what's actually sick about that? I've actually never been to a gig there that's not Duffers.
Yeah, right. Well, it'd be good to change it up then.
Massive.
I've never played there, and I haven't even been there since they sort of set up as the Secret Garden, so...
Legit, did you go there before? It was actually a music bar, like, for a good couple weeks there.
Oh, I didn't actually go.
No?
So I never actually knew. I just knew it was the pub next to the fucking horse joint.
Yeah.
So...
and back then, I swear, like, I never knew a single cunt that went there.
No, it was never the case. Everybody was always in town, or at Music Man Megastore when that was a thing.
Yeah, true.
So that was like sort of a big part of my music experience was all Music Man stuff. So
you were a Music Man guy, actually. I reckon I used to see you.
Oh yeah, I was there heaps. Like amongst seeing bands play there because I sort of come from a metal background and all of that.
Yeah.
Whether it's deathcore or hardcore, or metalcore, and whatever. I used to go see bands there all the time and throw a mosh or. When we started playing as Day Waster and stuff like that, when I was in that band, played shows there heaps. So
that's why I couldn't really introduce you as just a rapper, because I was like, this guy does too much. I was nearly stuck for a second.
Across the board, it's I think when you love music, you sort of want to do as much as you can. You know, if you truly love music, you're not just sort of restricted to one thing. You want to do as much as you can. If you don't play instruments or, you just sing, some people like to go, I might play in a, country rock and roll band. Other people might go, I want to fucking chug out blast beats in a deathcore band. So
yeah, that's right. You just got to dip your toe in what you think you can do.
Yeah, and just expand and practice. That's sort of the biggest thing.
100%. So how long have you actually been rapping for now?
Oh, I reckon I started rapping at like the start of 2020. So we're sort of coming into the second year of rapping now and things like that. So...
Fucking know, because you've put out some work for someone that has only been like rapping for 2 years.
Oh, just enough to sort of keep myself satisfied with, being able to still release music, I suppose. It's been a while since I've dropped anything. I mean, last song I've released was with Setho, which was I Ain't Fucking With You, which turned out pretty good. But
that was a tough track.
Yeah, it was a good one.
Shout out Setho.
On your Seth.
On your Seth, mate.
Also a big shout out to Toe Sizzlack.
Oh, is that
Dirty
Toey
Toe.
the goat?
Dirty Toe. Bang me toe on him all the time.
That's the bar specialist himself.
Yeah,
the wordsmith.
He's the proper. He's like, as all the boys have said it. He's your favorite rapper's favorite rapper.
I love when the boys say that.
Yeah, it's a constant thing because he's just so fucking clever.
Nah, it's actually disgusting.
Yeah, and you listen to it, and then you're just like, oh, I've seen that movie, I've seen that movie, I've seen that movie, I've seen that movie, I've seen that movie. I know that show, and he references it through like this whole fucking catalog worth years worth of fucking videos, and he just plays these bars. It's just crazy.
Do you reckon sometimes that could be like, it could be also hard for a lot of people to get all the references and stuff unless you're a big movie head as well?
I think so to an extent, but beyond that, all you need to look at as a performer and, as an artist is his delivery on things.
Oh, it's disgusting.
If you're not picking up all the references, you're definitely picking up the delivery of things and when it sort of pops on the snare and you're just like... Whoa.
The energy and stuff.
Yeah, he brings it.
Mate, even that last gig that that the boys done, you were on that too, weren't you? Yeah. The last show that you did, fuck, he tore that shit to bits, cunt.
Oh, fuck yeah, he did. That was awesome. Like, and to be honest, like when we played at first show, he killed it then. And, the last show, he just absolutely killed it again. It's just great to see him fucking sort of settling into that sort of energy stage and performing and things like that.
fucking, that was actually a top show. That was like very, like, there was lots of special moments in that show, I reckon. There was even when Joey got his dad up on the stage.
Yep.
We're all shining the lights and shit. You know what's funny about that? We prepared for that, and I reckon I still fucked that up.
Oh, hey, I remember seeing you, and you were walking around with a pizza, and you were just like, wow.
Yeah, it was that good. No regrets at all either.
No, it was pretty priceless, bro.
How many cunts do that?
Actually, you're probably the first person I've seen walk into a show with a full pizza in his hand, just like...
Mic drop. Speaking of mic drops as well, even Joey handed me the mic during his set too, and I literally fucked up the words.
That'll happen.
Don't surprise me with the mic.
Yeah.
Don't surprise if I wasn't expecting it.
And then you've got to try and think of, oh wait, this was that part of the song.
Yeah. and the anxiety starts kicking in as well, and you start fucking. Blah.
Oh, I've been there before, plenty of times when, you know, I've had mates playing in bands and things, and they're like, and you're just like,
not the time, bro. Not the time.
Not the time, but okay. And then boom, hand it back. Fuck you, man. Thanks for doing that.
Thanks for ruining my night, bro. Yeah. now I'll be thinking about that for the rest of the night.
Yeah, you're like, oh fuck, I fucked that up.
Yeah, hard. Oh, because you just recently actually were showing me a few tracks in the works and stuff. But you're a bit versatile these days. You're going very versatile.
Yeah. So, obviously with a few tracks that I showed you that I'm sort of working on, like I've never ever wanted to be tied down to one form of music ever. I've never been like that. You look at my track record with music, I've gone from fucking singing, I've gone from metal, I've gone to rapping, you know, and then I've gone to a point where it's like I've blended all three, and now I just want to do different shit and sort of just broaden the horizon a bit. The
cool thing about that is I reckon, like the more you sort of do it, I reckon eventually you'll find like your sound, like the one that like obviously you take bits and pieces from everywhere and stuff like that, but eventually like once you fully like, if you just keep going, fuck, the world's like literally your oyster.
Yeah, and look, I mean, I've never looked at music as anything more than a creative outlet, you know. I was a pretty destructive person growing up and things like that, and music seemed to be the only thing that was sort of consistent and, you know, a release of energy and things like that. And
something to sort of ground you.
100%. Like, you know, there's been so many times where you've gone, oh, what's the point in anything I do? But then you sing and you just feel better about it, or you yell out your fucking emotions, or you just get so sucked into wordplay of rapping and, you know, how you can make a pattern work that it just sort of takes that edge off your daily stresses.
Yeah, 100%.
For me at least, anyway, you know, it's just been that one sort of thing that's been there for me, you know?
Yep. And you even sort of rap about it in your songs as well. I've heard like you talk about dealing with substance abuse for like 12 years, I think you said.
Yeah. So, yeah, look, I didn't have a great time with drugs over the last 12 years of my life. But it's sort of come to a point where it's, you know, especially having kids and everything like that too, it's sort of come to a point where it's like, well, what's more important, you know? And it takes a lot of soul searching.
Fuck yeah, it does.
You know, it takes a lot to, you know, get off the crutches that you're using to stabilise yourself and put you in a place where you think you're okay.
Yep.
But you're not.
You're not.
You know, it takes a lot of soul searching to go, okay, this isn't what is helping me. What's helping me is not doing this shit, being around my kids and just trying to be a better man in general.
100%. And sometimes it's sort of, because like I deal with that, obviously substance abuse issues as well. Not anymore, which is good. Yeah. But like, it's such a weird feeling having to pick the things between things like self-improvement or like fun times where it's like, but at the end of the day, the fun times make your life less enjoyable.
Well, they definitely can contribute to it. You know, I think if you can separate having a good time with being that one night that you went out with your mates and not let it turn into something that's a part of your routine, that's fine. It's when you start making those things a routine where you're like, I have to go get fucked up this weekend. I have to go do this. I have to get fucking, it's Monday night. Fuck it. I'll just get sideways and shit. That's when it starts becoming self-destructive. Yep. You know, if you can't separate the two and just let one night of fun be one night of fun, and not make it a part of routine. That you get what I mean.
100%. Would you sort of agree with this? Like, in a way, I felt like I made it my personality.
Yeah, fuck yeah. And I think because that's exactly what I'm talking about with adjusting to things like that. You start developing this persona around being fucked up and not being able to, I guess, get a grip, with the small things. And you start looking at all the small things, and all the small things become massive things. And you're just sitting there going, fuck, And often, most of the time, they're not even that big of a deal. It's just a slight change that you need to make in your life, but it can feel so fucking big.
Oh, 100%.
But once you sort of see the benefits of changing that persona and becoming, that adult version of you, it starts to sort of show its benefits, and you're like, oh, this is what I'm looking for.
100%. And it's like you said just before too, like it's only small things, but it's like a consistently smaller things that like just keep adding up, and then eventually you're just like, fuck, my life's actually a lot better now.
Yeah, and that's like, it didn't help, having all those substance issues, especially with mental health issues and whatnot. I've had PTSD for fucking years and years and years, so I have medications that sort of help me keep on a level without losing me shit out of nowhere.
Yep.
But drugs don't help that sort of a thing, So to anybody out there, don't do drugs. If you're fucking not well and you know that you're not well, just sort your shit out.
100%. And like, I feel like mental illness and drugs sort of come hand in hand, don't they? Like
they do, yeah. It depends on everybody's had a different life. Nobody's lived the same fucking life. Your experience of life is unique to you. But yeah, mental illness and drugs, they just sort of feed off each other, and not in a good way. Not in a good way at all.
It's suppressing what reality. That's what it is, though.
Oh yeah, it's suppressing the reality you don't want to face.
Yeah.
And it only lasts for a certain amount of time before you start just losing it entirely.
Yep, literally, because you need that top up. You always need to top up the numbness or whatever you'd like to call it or whatever. No, 100%, bro. Because like even even recently, like I've had heaps of things that going really good for me because I've just made those tiny adjustments every day, and like just slowly getting better.
Yeah.
Every time, and like it's fucking nuts.
And I think one of the biggest
why didn't I do this years ago?
Oh, 100%. But I think one of the biggest things too is like you can't expect it to be okay in a day. It's one day at a time, and it might take you fucking 3 or 4 years. It doesn't matter as long as you're consistently taking those steps each day to try and make sure that behaviour does not become a consistent thing again.
Yep.
Or, just your outlook on life in general. Because, it's not all fucking bad. There are beautiful moments in life, and if you let them slide by, well, you're only ever going to see the negative. So at that point, that's when you start thinking, well, what's the fucking point?
Yep. I literally could not even agree more. I couldn't. That's it. Fuck, you're a tatted up cunt, actually.
Oh, yeah, it's a bit silly, isn't it?
You're like one of those the SoundCloud rappers.
I've only got the one on the face. My face doesn't look like a high school desk yet.
No,
so.
when's the under the eye one getting done?
I haven't settled on whether it's going to be under the eye or on the eyebrow, but I'm sort of at that point where it's like I've got that many tattoos. I'm sort of starting to run out of spaces where I've got everything else is sort of planned and taken up. Like even my right leg, I've got the sides done and the front done, and I'm working on the back and shit. But, it's all planned. So everything that I've got left here is all sort of pre-planned.
Yep.
Same with this leg too. So sort of only got me ribs and me sort of guts there to do left now, and me head. So running out of space.
So 2 tattoos in the
Yeah. Alternate, so one will be up here and the other one will be down here.
Yes.
So just sort of switch it up a bit.
Yeah, gangster. Throw people's OCD out.
Yeah.
Get the symmetrics going.
Really piss off those people.
No, fresh. But I don't know if you had the same feeling or not. And like, especially as a musician, right? This is like going to be weird. But like, do you find it like addicting to stay in like bad places for the art for the art wise version of like, you know, the artistry. Like you know how like people always talk about like once they stop talking about a certain thing or stuff like that, they don't really know what to talk about anymore.
I think it's entirely sort of up to the musician in themselves. Do you know what I mean? Like, not all my songs are about being sad or whatever. Like, you know, there's obviously dance and things like that.
Yeah.
Then you got I Ain't Fucking With You, which is just more sort of about like, you know, there are fuckheads and fuck them. I don't need them. We don't need them sort of thing.
Fuck cunts.
Yeah, which is sort of however you want to go about it, yeah. But, you know, it's look, I think I've got such a history that I have to say my piece and what's fucking me up, you know what I mean? And if somebody else can relate to that, I'm all for it. I'm so happy that, you know, someone else can sort of sit there and connect with it and go, oh, I'm not the only cunt feeling this, you know, because it's, you know, there's heaps to life, you know, and I think it's, if you can connect with an artist and if you can connect with a song and they make you go, hey, I'm not alone in this, then you're making the world a better place in that, you know what I mean?
Yep.
So, yeah.
No, 100%. Because, like, that's sort of always been the stuff that I've sort of related. And sorry if I'm talking about mental illness too much. I love this sort of shit.
That's all right.
But,
I'm
like,
happy to chat about it.
Yeah, this is. I like to chat too. You know, spreads the word, spreads the message. Everyone goes through it. Everyone has hard times.
100%, and there's no escaping it. And I think there's nothing wrong with accepting that you are going through a hard time either. It doesn't define you. It definitely doesn't define you. If you let it define you, well, that's another story. But you can either let it strengthen you, you can let it weaken you, or you can let it define you. Those are the three things. So I chose at the end of it to let it strengthen me as opposed to sitting there and wallowing.
Yep.
So everybody has that option.
I got a question for you.
Go for it.
What does fuck the sound guy mean?
Fuck the sound guy means fuck the fucking sound guy. If you're going to say you're a sound guy and you can't do your job, you're not a sound guy. How's that?
Yeah, explain further. Where'd this start from? Where'd this originate from?
Right, so probably shouldn't be throwing shade, but there's a bloke who was working when we played our last show and just asking fucking excessive amounts for, you know, a half-assed job. I mean, if you're going to say you're a sound tech, be a sound tech and know your shit. Don't be a DJ who doesn't know what the fuck to do with mics. That's not a sound guy, you know?
Just putting the equipment there doesn't cut it.
No, it doesn't. And, I mean, our last show, a few of the boys got a bit shitty about it when we finished up this show because our set was cut short by like fucking 4 songs, I think. And, you know, the whole night we were having technical difficulties for fucking... They shouldn't have even been a technical difficulty. It should have just been hashed out and worked out, you know. But that's what fuck the sound guy means, and fuck the sound guy. Fuck the sound guy.
I just remember fucking Setho chanting it at one stage. It was like good.
Yeah, Setho was fucking full at it. Goodsy was also pretty fucking...
Oh, wouldn't he?
He wasn't happy about it.
I've never seen Goodsy that blind in my life.
Oh, he gets pretty precious.
Oh.
I love it. I live for it.
He was pure. I was like, fuck, is he angry? I don't even know.
He bailed not too long after that. And don't even know where he went.
Just on the sneak off. He's on the Houdini.
Yeah.
That's
literally vanished in a cloud of smoke. Just...
That's my special move. The Houdini.
Houdini.
That's how I get the fuck out of there.
Just disappear, hide behind here. No one knows.
No. 100%. See you later.
That's gross.
That is good. So who's like some artists that you sort of like aspire, like not even aspire, but like take inspiration from?
Oh, there's a few. So I guess it depends. Like, do you want a specific genre or just any artist that sort of inspires me?
I reckon any.
Any. So for my singing and things like that, I'd probably say Bad Omens.
Yep.
Is a massive one for me, and Thornhill from Melbourne. They're a cool band. Rapping and stuff like I can't not shout out Scotty Minister, Fracture, and you know those boys because it was just they're the like reason that I was interested in rapping.
Yep.
When I started was because they played a show out in K Flat after the boys raised money for the bushfire appeal, and I was sitting there, I was having fucking mad as conversation with Scotty, and just it made me realise I was like, this is actually pretty interesting, the way in which there's such a level of technicality into how you place your words and how it all flows. I just got sucked into it, you know. I was fucking stoned as shit sitting there trying to fucking write bars, and then it just progressively got more and more interesting. I was just like, oh, fuck, this is grouse. Look at the rabbit hole I'm falling down now.
And does it make it a bit easier too that you had a bunch of mates that fucking rapped as well?
Oh, yeah, definitely. I think that's also another thing too, is like connecting with people, and, you know, if they've got a common interest like rapping and things like that, sit there and learn all you can.
Yep.
If you don't know fuck all about rapping, but your mates rap heaps and you want to do it, turn your mind into a sponge and just take everything in.
Absorb it.
Yeah,
absorb it all.
Absorb every bit of it, because it doesn't matter. Where was I going with this? It doesn't matter if you're the most skilled or not, but if you're taking in ample amounts of knowledge and then using that to transform your own music, then I'd say that's fucking what you should do, you know?
100%.
I mean, my SoundCloud tracks, the first ones I've ever released, they were shocking. They were shocking, you know? People liked them, but that was shocking, you know? When I look at them now and I go, there was no consistency in that. So that's sort of what I've gained from the boys over the last 2 years.
When you look back on those sort of tracks though, does it make you be like, fuck yeah, I've came heaps further than that?
Yeah, I think it does, yeah.
So I feel like everyone needs those shitty songs.
100%. Like, you're never going to find someone who doesn't have a shitty song. Everybody's got a shitty song.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's definitely cool to have been able to watch sort of my own progression and listen to my own progression, you know, from, you know, the start of 2020 up until now. I think there's been some pretty significant changes in the way in which I rap or the way in which I write music in general. So
yeah. And like, oh yeah, and especially it'd be good to compare to pair. Do you still have them up, your SoundCloud songs?
Yeah, they're still all up on SoundCloud, so it's just under Jenks MC.
Gangster.
Yeah.
You reckon you'll keep them up?
Yeah, they'll all stay up there, because I had issues with Spotify last year and I ended up fucking cracking the shits because I had some cunt turn around and try and copyright me songs even though I owned Leases for beats and shit.
Oh,
and then, they reported it to DistroKid too. Even though I had all the proof of the receipts for the beat leases and everything like that, they were still like, oh, no, you know, you need to contact the claimant about it, rah. And I spent weeks trying to get onto the claimant to no avail. And I was just like, you know what, fuck this, fuck Spotify, fuck DistroKid, you can all get fucked.
I remember this debacle.
I cracked it. I full cracked it about it.
It wasn't just you too as well, was it? Was there someone else that happened to as well?
Not that I'm aware of.
What song was it?
It was all of my ones that were on Spotify. So it would have been Dance, Not Well, Broken Past, Trauma Last.
Yeah, so Dance is no longer
Journey.
on Spotify.
Yeah, none of it's on Spotify anymore. So
that's what I remember it from, because I reckon the boys, that's with you, Setho, and is it fucking...
Dance.
Yeah.
Dance was me and Toe.
Oh, is it Toe, that one?
Yeah. So Dance is me and Toe. Then you've got... Just Bars, which was with Goodsy. That was the first track where I sort of found my feet with rapping and stuff, and it was the first video clip I chucked out and whatnot. That got taken down off Spotify and DistroKid, so I was pretty annoyed about it, because it's like, well, fuck, I'm the one that worked and sat there and fucking grinded it out and wrote me lyrics, bought the leases. I did everything correct.
I know you might as well have just fucking got a YouTube beat and smashed it.
100%. Well, that's what I mean. And now it's on SoundCloud where that sort of shit doesn't fucking matter. So like, it's just like, I should just get me beats off YouTube and just chuck them up on Spotify, not ask for any fucking profit.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, Spotify I only ever set that up because it was like, oh, you can get streams through here. It's like, oh, cool.
What's the go with YouTube? Because with YouTube, do you have to own the song as well, or can you?
Well, because I own the lease as well, so they tried to take down YouTube videos, but because I've been in touch with the producers as well, they've contacted YouTube as well, wherever you put your fucking feedback to them, and pretty much was on my side with everything, and they were like, well, we don't know why his beats are getting taken down, or why you should have any right to take these down. We've said yes, he's paid for release and things like that. So the video clips ended up staying up on YouTube, but everything else got taken down. So, most of me shit's on YouTube now and on SoundCloud, and I just sort of leave it there, and people listen to it, they listen to it. If they don't, they don't.
So what's the go with leasing beats? Like, do you just pay, and like, do you still own the rights and stuff like that?
So there's conditions on certain leases. So I always would go for an unlimited lease, which meant that I could have unlimited streams. It could be played on radio stations. I could play it for profit shows. I can play, monetize my videos on YouTube and things like that. But the more basic a lease you get, the less you get with it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like if you bought just the basic lease, you'd be limited to say 40,000 streams, or you could be played on one radio. You couldn't play it for a profit show or something like that. It had to be non-profit because you weren't supposed to benefit off it.
Celebrity show. I mean, not a celebrity, a charitable show. Fuck, I'm tired.
Yeah. And that's sort of just where it is with beats and things like that. So I've sort of been trying to stick to the one bloke that I get me beats off. And he makes some pretty fire beats anyway. So
you've just been going to the same bloke? Who do you go to?
So Not Well, Broken Past, Trauma Loss, I Ain't Fucking With You. They're all done by Culture.
Yep.
He's a producer over in Italy. So I'll just get beats off him and just buy them off him and message him on Instagram and have chats and shit like that. And
is there a language barrier?
No, he speaks English. It's great. So it's just, easy as, what's going on, dude? Hey, bro, what's going on? Back and forth.
Yep.
And he was real helpful even with all the shit that was going on with YouTube too. He's like, if there's someone trying to claim it, he goes, dispute it, and he showed me how to go about it and everything like that.
Oh, he actually showed you?
Yeah. So he would send like little screen recordings of where I need to go and how to go about it and what to click, what to say, all this and that.
So what do you reckon? How does YouTube and stuff like that even know? Do they like scan the song and go, oh, this is really similar to this other song? Yeah. And that's how it sort of gets fucked?
I think so. But I mean, the issue with mine was more so that somebody was saying that I was copywriting their stuff.
Oh, someone was actually saying...
Yeah, so they'd actually lodged... And this is what I mean. So there was someone out there that was so fucking petty that they actually went and said, hang on, these are my songs, I'm copywriting these.
I wonder if it's some other cunt that bought the same beat or leased the same beat or something and just tried to do the stitch up.
Well, that's what I was thinking too. And when one of the videos was being disputed, Culture had said that there was another bloke who didn't read the terms of his lease properly. So he'd actually put a copyright claim on his track when he wasn't entitled to one.
Oh.
So unless you're buying the beat, buying the beat outright and owning it, you can't really stop anybody else from using it.
We've fucked up. We've let it slip.
Sorry, guys. Ran out of recording time. We both fucking forgot what we were yarning about. But
shit happens. Who do you boys have doing the sound this time around?
I actually don't know.
Don't know?
I think it's a bloke. He goes on Instagram by like Case Beats. Or
something. I thought. You know what's funny? I literally heard the conversation. I thought it might be that because I literally heard the conversation where it was like, bro, you should use me next time. Like, yeah, we're definitely going to do that and shit. So that's why I was sort of asking because I was like, I reckon I know who's doing it.
Yeah. No, I think he's the one that's setting everything up and doing all the production side of things this time. He seems like a real good dude and everything like that.
Yeah, I met him that night. He sounded like a sick cunt. So.
Yeah. Well, I was actually having a good yarn to him at the show as well, and I didn't even realise that, he was going to be there doing that. And I was like, oh, what's going on, man?
What's good?
What's goody?
Oh, shit. I'm fucking burping out. Indigestion.
Yeah, I've got none of that at the moment. I had fucking fish and chips before and Red Bull, and I thought I was going to burp.
Fucking Red Bull. I'm like one of those cunts, right? I will tell people that drink energy drinks that they're going to die. Like, man, that's fucking bad for you, bro. Oh, is that a Red Bull? And like stick my nose up at them and shit.
In like small amounts, it's all right. It's when you see those motherfuckers
drinking 4 cunts of the day.
Yeah, they've got like 2 in each hand. They're just like bang, 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 bang. And then they've got like 4 in the fridge. And you're just like, what do you mean, dude? Like, how do you need that?
But I have to admit, if I drink the vodka Red Bulls, they go down a treat. They go down a treat.
Do. Yeah, they do. I've been actually liking those fucking ghost drop shots.
The ghost drops?
Yeah.
Are they even that alcoholic? I don't know.
Yeah.
Are they?
Yeah, I don't know. I know that the one of them's like the sour apple liqueur thing.
Yeah.
That's fucking pretty heavy going. And then you've got like, I think it's a whiskey.
Yeah.
But you do it right, you get that little burn of the whiskey, and then you just get this nice, soothing, sugary layer, and you're like, oh, that was so tasty.
That burns, cunt.
Yeah, it burns in such a good way. Burn me more. I had 12 of them the other night, and I was wrecked. Walking around the place trying to play pool and shit, and just nothing was happening.
Did you see the Cypher? The fucking me and the boys done.
Was that when we did the episode?
Yeah, bro. See how retarded I am? Yes, cunt. I forgot there was like 10 of us there, cunt.
Yeah, fuck yeah. That was fucking unreal. No, that was a good time. Fucking, you actually killed it.
No, I didn't, cunt. That's what I was about to bring up. How shit I was, cunt.
No, I'm just positive reinforcement.
I just remembered, cunt. We're on that video together, cunt. Fuck, bro. What am I doing, cunt? Kill me now, bro. Literally. This is most embarrassing. But I'm not deleting nothing. I'm keeping it all in there. You can laugh at me. I'm sorry, boys. Illy cunt. Nah, fuck. That was pure.
That was a good time. I think we were getting pretty sideways that night.
I'm pretty sure that night I fucked the camera up recording as well, didn't I?
You may have.
Yeah, I reckon I did.
I know that there was 2 cameras.
Yeah, and I reckon one of them cooked it, and I reckon
it did.
Yeah,
it fucking did. I actually remember that now.
Yeah, and were you on the side that got the camera or the side that didn't get the camera?
No, I think I had camera pretty well through.
Right through?
Yeah.
So that was the other boys that missed out.
Some, I don't know who though. I think everybody sort of crammed in, especially with that Cypher part, because I think the camera died out just as we were moving into the Cypher.
Yeah, and then we just had the one, but that was alright though, because we only needed one for that.
Oh, 100%. So we just crammed everybody in, and then anybody that was pissing off was just like, okay, I'm up, I'm out. See you later.
Fuck that. You know what was funny about that? That was hard, cunt. I reckon there was like 8 of us, cunt, just like fucking all chatting shit. I'm just like, where is this going, cunt? It was so good.
And that's probably one of the beautiful things about that place in Sternberg Street, and you know the vibes that people sort of get going there. You'll have a conversation with someone, and it'll keep going, and you're waiting for it to hit this point. And it never hits it directly.
Yep.
It's always like a maze to get to this point, and then you just sit there and you're like,
what just fucking happened?
What the fuck just happened? It was like some really bad dad joke. You were just waiting for the punchline, and it was just a shit punchline half the time, and you just sit there and just start laughing, going, fuck.
What is going on in my life?
What do you mean?
What is going on?
That's happened all the time. It is a total brain fuck, but at the same time, it's good. Like, it's good.
Fucking, I fucking love that joint. I just love the fact that you just got a fucking studio in the shed, cunt.
Yeah, no, that was fucking unreal. I mean, I think Seth's in the process of getting things reorganised and stuff so we can start recording out of it again.
Oh, he's not recording it at the moment.
I think it was because we had some issues with the laptop. So I think we were just waiting to hash those all out, and then all the boys can sort of jump back in and out and into the studio as they want, sort of thing. Which is, you know, I suppose in a way it gives everybody a bit of break to sit down and go, okay, well, maybe I should focus on writing and shit and getting a track out that's, you know, on another level, I suppose, you know, and just allows everybody to take a step back from feeling like they have to pump out music or something like that.
Yeah, no, 100%. Yeah, it gives everyone an excuse. Oh, we can't set those laptops, fuck.
Oh no! Oh no!
Damn! Oh, I had like 6 verses ready.
Oh shit! Look at all these verses.
Wait, that's what Riley'd be using as an excuse.
2 years to finish a track.
Oh.
Sorry, brother.
Sorry, bros. With love.
Sorry, with love.
But to be fair, cunt, you have the best bars about not writing bars.
Oh, doesn't he?
Yeah, the best cut.
Doesn't he? On you, Delaney. On you, Springer. It's good. And that's probably like one of the high points there. It's like you can make a song about not making songs.
Yeah.
You can make a song about anything.
Yeah, legit. No, I actually reckon he's a sick cadence in his voice, but...
Oh, yeah. definitely. And I've picked up a lot of fucking things off him as well through, you know, him, Toe, Seth and Goodsy were sort of the main 4 dudes that I was sort of pulling, you know, bits of knowledge from and picking their brains at shit. And
Yeah, 100%.
they know their shit.
Not a bad bunch anyway.
Nah, they know their shit and they're a bunch of good dudes. So
Yeah, fuck yeah.
up the local residents.
Up the locals.
Whoosh.
Oos, oos. Oh, fuck it oath. What time's your rehearsals tonight? I've actually stolen him. He's actually meant to be at rehearsals right now.
I remember most of my bars. I think it's like 2 bars I've got to remember. So I'll go home. I'll fucking sit there and I'll just play it. Repeat.
Is it, but like, mic control obviously is something you have to sort of prepare for a bit more though, wouldn't it be? Do you reckon?
What, for shows?
Yeah.
It's not as actually complicated as a lot of people sort of think of it. It is like, especially with us, like we sort of just hang around the stage anyway, and if we hear the start of our beat, it's like, oh, it's my turn. Sweet, okay, jump up, and then go from there. I think we all have been wanting to sort of tighten it up a bit and start sort of preparing things. So like organise our set list and then send out that set list to every performer in the crew, and then they can sort of listen to where they're coming in, sort of on time marks and everything like that, and sort of know where we all sit. But yeah, I mean, at the moment, things are still being set up and stage is being put up, I'm pretty sure, and it's just heaps of crap going on down there. So Joey just said, I'll just give you a message when it's all set up, and I said, no worries.
Do you still get nervous when you perform?
You know? Not so much anymore. I think what sort of got
me... Do you get blind before you perform?
No, I don't. In fact, I won't even smoke weed before you, man.
Yeah.
Drinking and shit, you lose your sort of cognitive ability to remember your tones and everything a bit.
Yeah.
So especially
start slurring and shit.
Yeah, or like if you get too pissed and you try doing a fucking scream or something like that too, and it comes out flatline as fuck, you're just like, oh, shouldn't have done that. Shouldn't have fucking done that.
Like a lot of people wouldn't have that issue, but because you're so vocal and stuff with your performing and shit too, you probably have to be onto that.
I'm a loud bastard when I get up on stage, like, and I think it's funny because people are like, wow, you know, you're so out there, man. You're really out there. And
really out there.
And I go home and I'm sitting there and I'm just like, I'm really not that out there, bro.
Yeah, really I'm fine, bro. What's we talking about?
I finished playing my show. The only reason you'll see me there afterwards is if I'm either trying to help pack up or I'm getting myself shit-faced to go home and sit quietly and just be like, let's write some more bars.
Yep.
You know? Otherwise, yeah, I tend to scatter pretty quick. But hearing, oh, you're so out there, bro. It's just like, I'm really not. I'm not as out there as you think. It's just easier to get on stage and just yell at a whole bunch of cunts and just be like, yeah, Bendigo, get the fuck in. You paid $15 fucking dollars. Get your money's worth. Come on in. You know, and
start emceeing the event.
Yeah, and start yelling at people and telling them to fucking come in because, you know, most of these people sit outside. They come in like, oh, there's an event on tonight. Oh, it's $20. Oh, there's people playing. Okay, yeah, no worries. We'll go and do that. Go outside, sit in the smokers the whole time, and they're just sitting, deck's pretty, you know, this and that. Or it's like there's a show playing. You just paid $20 to come and watch it.
Yeah, get the fuck on.
Get the fuck in and watch the show.
So you know what's funny though? I feel like people need to be told sometimes.
Oh shit, yeah. And you start.
That's where good crowd work's good.
Yeah, and it becomes a bit of a herd mentality once you start yelling at people. You're like, Bendigo, come on up the front. And then, like, you know, 10 people will move forward, and then all of a sudden the people at the bar are just like, oh, yeah, let's go. And then obviously you find you in the pit with a pizza. Yeah. It's brilliant.
Yeah.
You know, it brings all people together.
Is that funny? So many people didn't want a full slice. They just wanted to take bites.
Doesn't that shit you? Doesn't that piss you off? It's just like, no, just have the slice. And they're like, oh, no, I'm really not hungry. And
yeah.
Eat a piece. Like,
yeah. Yeah. It's like, fine, I will eat it still, but fuck you.
Why didn't you just take it? It would have been better if you'd ripped a piece off.
Yeah, literally. Just got all these random cunts fucking haven't brushed their teeth in weeks, fucking chomping on your pizza. No, I'm joking. I'm sure that wasn't the case.
That's probably a few.
I'm sure.
It's Bendigo.
Yeah, true. I'm
Love
sure.
you, Bendigo, but fuck.
Rough
Brush
crowd.
your teeth.
Rough.
Brush your teeth.
And wash your mouths out, you rude cunts.
Listerine. Heard of it?
Yeah. Heard of it. You know what I'm sort of spewing about? I didn't get to see a punch on in the crowd and watch all the boys go crazy again and tell them to fuck off again. That's what I wanted to see.
Yeah, look, everybody was pretty well behaved this time around.
No, it was good.
You know, I mean, the first show we had some people punching on. As much as I love a good punch on, not in the middle of a show.
No, 100%.
You know, people are there. They've paid money to see. Fuck off outside. You can go be fuckwits over in the car park.
Yep.
Go sort out your beef in the fucking park, whatever.
Literally.
Not in the middle of a venue where people are performing. I just think it's disrespectful to all the other punters. It's disrespectful to the artists that are playing their fucking show.
Yep.
Can't keep it under lids and fuck off.
That literally happened right next to me.
Did it? Were you right next to it when it happened?
Right next to it. And because I always have to suss out a fight, as in look at it to see who's in it before I leave, because I'm like, fuck, it's usually one of me friends. No, just
Billy, is that you? Sammy?
No, we good.
We're good.
Keep going. Smack him. No, I'm just joking.
Just.
No, that was good.
Oh, shit.
Well, I might let you actually go, bro.
Yep. That's absolutely fine. I've got to go I'll give Joey a ring. Got to go see if there's anything left to set up, fix up.
And FYI to everyone that's watching, yes, I cut the fuck out of this.
Of course he cut the fuck out of this.
Hey, I can't embarrass myself like that.
Well, thanks for having me on the show. And,
no worries, my bro.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah, fucking oath you will be.
Fuck yeah.
We'll have to do it again when I have more cognitive abilities.
Oh, yeah. No, I know that feeling. We'll do another one at a later date.
Yeah, fucking oath, bro.
All right, my bro.
Take it easy.
Peace.
Peace out.